Welcome to my channel. The 2000p South Carolina quarter deserves attention because its reverse turns a familiar 25-cent coin into a compact portrait of one state's identity. The image shows the South Carolina outline, a palmetto tree, a Carolina wren, and yellow jessamine, with 1788 marking the state's admission to the Union. The visible P mint mark also matters. It identifies Philadelphia production. This is a regular circulating state quarter, not a commemorative coin made only for collectors. From the photograph, the identification is unusually clear. The date is 2000, the denomination is quarter dollar, and the mint mark is P. The reverse reads South Carolina and the Palmetto State, while the obverse carries George Washington with liberty and In God We Trust. Because the coin is shown from both sides, the major identifying features can be confirmed visually. What cannot be determined from the photograph alone is its precise grade, exact strike quality, or whether a subtle minting error exists. This quarter belongs to the 50 State Quarters program, a 10-year series authorized by Congress and launched in 1999. 5 states were honored each year, following their order of ratification or admission to the Union. South Carolina was the 8th state design released in the series and the 3rd quarter issued in 2000. The United States Mint released the South Carolina design on May 22, 2000. That timing places this coin near the early, highly popular years of the program. South Carolina entered the Union on May 23, 1788, and that year appears prominently on the reverse. The design uses several official state symbols. Rather than a single historical portrait, the palmetto represents the state's famous nickname, while the Carolina wren is the state bird and yellow jessamine is the state flower. A small star marks Columbia, the state capital, on the outline of South Carolina. Together, those elements make the reverse both geographical and symbolic. The obverse retains George Washington's familiar portrait, originally designed by John Flanagan and used on U.S. quarters beginning in 1932. During the state quarters era, the traditional quarter inscriptions were rearranged so the reverse could carry the state-specific artwork. On this coin, United States of America and quarter dollar surround Washington, while Liberty and In God We Trust sit beside the portrait. The P mint mark appears beneath the motto, confirming Philadelphia origin. The physical specifications are standard for a modern circulating Washington quarter. A 2000p South Carolina quarter weighs 5.67 grams, measures about 24.3 millimeters across, and has a reeded edge. Its composition is copper-nickel clad, with an overall metal content of 75% copper and 25% nickel. Those specifications help distinguish an authentic normal issue from pieces with unusual planchets or missing clad layers, although weight alone should never be treated as proof of an error. Philadelphia produced 742,576,000 South Carolina quarters, dated 2000 with the P mint mark. That large production figure is important when considering rarity. A coin with this date and mint mark should not automatically be described as scarce simply because it is more than 2 decades old. PCGS notes that circulated examples are very common, and pieces can still be found in circulation. Collectors generally become more interested when preservation, strike quality, or a genuinely documented variety separates an example from the ordinary population. Condition is therefore one of the most important factors. Circulated coins normally show wear on Washington's hair and cheek, the reverse devices, and the raised lettering. Uncirculated coins retain their original mint surface, but they can still have contact marks, weak strikes, or other imperfections. For modern state quarters, a small difference in grade can matter greatly at the upper end. Professional certification becomes especially relevant when a coin appears exceptionally clean and sharply struck. The image provided shows an attractive, clean-looking example, but a photograph is not enough to assign a certified grade. Lighting, contrast, sharpening, and photography can hide or exaggerate surface marks. The visible coin also does not show an obvious major error that can be responsibly confirmed from this image. Collectors should be cautious with claims based only on unusual color, small marks, doubling that may be machine doubling, or minor die variations. Authentication and attribution require closer examination when something unusual appears. There are legitimate error coins from the 2000p South Carolina issue, and documented auction records show examples with missing clad layers, off-center strikes, curved clips, and struck-through errors. These are not characteristics of every South Carolina quarter. A missing clad layer, for example, should produce physical evidence consistent with a production error, not simply a darker surface caused by wear or environmental damage. The important distinction is attribution. A genuine mint error must be demonstrated, not inferred from appearance alone. Market value follows the same principle. A normal circulated 2000p South Carolina quarter generally trades around its face value of 25 cents, while ordinary uncirculated examples can bring modest premiums depending on condition. Current published guides place many uncirculated pieces below a few dollars, with higher grades increasing in value. For example, one current guide lists roughly 40 cents to several dollars across common uncirculated grades, while MS67 and MS68 levels can command substantially more. Certified high-grade coins form a different market. Current published data show examples around MS67 selling for single-digit dollars in some auction records, while an MS68 example has sold for about $30. These results do not mean every uncirculated coin is worth that amount. Certification, grade, eye appeal, and market timing all matter. The finest known pieces can be exceptions. PCGS records an auction result of $3,525 for an MS69 example sold by Heritage Auctions in January 2017. That auction record is useful precisely because it shows how unusual the very top grade can be. It should never be used to suggest that an ordinary 2000p quarter is worth thousands of dollars. The same issue has also produced documented error varieties that sold for hundreds of dollars, including a 30% off-center MS67 example. Those prices belong to specific attributed pieces with unusual characteristics and established sales histories, not to normal coins pulled from pocket change. If you are examining a 2000p South Carolina quarter, start with the basics. Confirm the date, the P mint mark, and the normal design. Then, inspect the surfaces under good lighting for wear, scratches, contact marks, and unusual planchet characteristics. Check the edge and, if you suspect an error, compare the weight and physical appearance with normal specifications. Do not clean the coin before evaluation, because cleaning can damage original surfaces and reduce collector appeal. The 2000p South Carolina quarter is best understood as a common state quarter with meaningful design history and a wide range of condition-dependent collecting interest. Most examples are worth about 25 cents, while well-preserved coins and authenticated errors can bring premiums. The coin shown can be confidently identified as a 2000p South Carolina quarter dollar, but its exact value depends on grade and whether any genuine variety is present. Careful examination, not an exciting claim, is what determines its numismatic significance.